welcome back to another week of qualifying, and we have the Haas team event coming up this week with a bit of fun, I'm sure, in store. Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hulkenberg are the drivers with the 10% boost, and I can confirm this is the car that we will be running. I'm not going to upgrade Horizon just yet. I want to show you a little trick with asset trading first before I do that. So purpose of this video, we won't be upgrading it just yet. And the drivers, Nico Hulkenberg does come in. We're going to use though Zhou Guanyu on the base of qualifying, simply as that. So Hamilton is fairly close, he's got a better race start, but I want to see if the extra qualifying position does improve me. And you can see that, well, Hulkenberg's not the best, but again, really good qualifying, and luckily we've got him max, so I want to see where he's at. We don't have Kevin Magnussen, so that'll be one to forget. What have we got coming up in races? We've got Barcelona, Zandvoort, Hungary and Suzuka are the 4 races that we'll be trying. And we've got a couple of interesting AZWF1 players in qualifying. We've got Gary in there, we've got Roydon, and we've got, whenever I find him as well, we've got Jacko at the back as well. So let's get some fun qualifying underway. We might not be able to do a final round on Sunday because I am on holiday. So let's get at it with race 1. Start the week off right with Spain. Let's get this underway in Spain. And we have got one of our own players. Bad team score matchup, but it could be an essence of beauty. If it is him, it'll be interesting. If not, then we have a bot. But where do we qualify? With testing out the qualifying. Hulkenberg P15, Zhou Guanyu P19. So it might be worth probably going back to Hamilton here. We're going to go Cuppa on both drivers because I feel like the start is where it matters most. So is it the real player 1? Is it Kieran? I don't think it is. I don't think he'll be going medium and hards, and if it is, I'm going to look very stupid. Wow, slow race start. So that's something that we need to consider then, as our race start isn't as strong. We don't get the launch as we would like, but out front, Hulkenberg man on a mission. We might have to lower back to Hamilton then, solely for the race start, but we are now moving our way through the field. We've got Hulkenberg in P10, just loses a position. So, as always, it's always good learning to practice in qualifying and opening round as we get into P8. And we're just going to try and finish off with a last couple of corner push. And we can't get it, but Hulkenberg slows down, nearly lets us lose a position. But P8 at the moment. Rival now pushing, as expected. So that's really going to be one to keep an eye on then. Can we get Hulkenberg past Perez? Not quite. Doing the 3-3-2 with Nico Hulkenberg. That's the most common strategy around here as we try and get past Norris. And we do, into P7. I've got a feeling Perez is on the harder tyre. We're going to try and get past him at some point though. Perez is on the mediums. Zhou Guanyu's down the straight though. So let's just see. We're going to come in for a pit stop this lap with Hulk. See if we can just get past these two as they start to squabble. We're past Carlos Sainz. See if we can get Perez. We can. And into P5 we go. So good moves there. What about Zhou Guanyu? He's currently P15 as we try and close that gap up. So I might look at using definitely Hamilton then for instead of Zhou Guanyu. Don't really like his race start as we come back out. P11. Going to leave him boosting for a minute, and then we've run out of power units, so we'll let them conserve. We've got Zhou Guanyu coming into the pits. We should have boosted him a little bit earlier. So yeah, it's balancing qualifying and race start. That is the interesting one as we nearly get Hamilton. Zhou Guanyu comes through though, P9. Nearly into P8 he is, into P8. And into the pits he comes. So, in from P10 overall. Hulkenberg's out, down P7. And we're not going to get stuck too much in the pits here. We're going to try the old pit exit trick, and that works a treat. And we're going to keep boosting for this initial phase. See if we can get past Stroll. We do. So Hulkenberg, P6. Zhou Guanyu with a lot of work to do. But he's closing on Zhou Guanyu and he's right behind him now. Not anymore, he's through. Good move. And we should be able to get ahead of this Ferrari here. Yep, we do. Into P5. So it's working okay. We've got a couple more places as well with Zhou. And what we're going to do is going to just boost a little bit here. See if we can just... the extra little second or two is going to help. And there's Kevin Magnussen in P3, or now P4. As Hulkenberg comes in from P2. A couple of pit stops ahead. We're going to push a little bit. See if we can just take the initiative as we got Alpine of Esteban Ocon. And I haven't done the pit exit trick because I clicked the screen by accident. And I didn't boost Zhou Guanyu either. So rough little patch there, but P5, P9. Trying to get past Carlos Sainz to take P8. Can we get that job done? Here comes Hulkenberg. Don't even have to boost him. I don't want to boost him just yet. I want to save that for the last lap. And here comes the last lap. We're in striking distance of P3 and P2 as well. And we're going to now boost. Hopefully we can keep Carlos Sainz behind. We get a bit held up. And we'll boost with Zhou Guanyu. So definitely probably should have stuck with Hamilton. But we're in P4. We're closing P3 and P2. Can we get them both here? That would be perfect. We've got Hulkenberg. Can we sneak one round the inside of Leclerc? We can. P2 for Nico Hulkenberg. Zhou Guanyu is coming round for a respectable P7. And that is a decent start at Spain with 41 points. Race 2 then from Zandvoort. So out goes Zhou Guanyu after that little test. And I feel like that one qualifying point isn't going to matter too much, but an extra 13 race start will help phenomenal. And hopefully that leads us to a perfect start. Nico Hulkenberg, P14 again. So he's starting very nicely indeed. And Hamilton back in P17. So I'm going to try a different boost in qualifying. One that race start and tyres could be absolutely phenomenal. We're going to go softs. 3-4 with Hulkenberg, 4-3 with Lewis Hamilton. Expecting Hulkenberg with a slow start and Hamilton with a good start. Let's see if that does match out. And this time we get good start and fast start. Bit of an improvement as Nico Hulkenberg slows down at the first corner but finally does get that second gear launch. And will move himself into any more. Not yet, so cut down. P12, P14. Not the most amazing start in the world. And we're going to boost through the main overtaking opportunities. And here comes Hulkenberg into P11. Round that hairpin and we get another one, P10. We're going to cut down. We don't need to push too much, but Hamilton making moves. And that is pretty damn good so far. P10, P11. We approach the cars in front. Hamilton loses a spot, but that's fine. He's on the mediums. As Hulkenberg trying to get past one of them annoying Alpines again. Not yet. Nothing going for good at the moment. We're going to boost though. See if we can get him through this part. Good overtaking spot. Got a McLaren now. Norris going very slowly. And we can't get him. Can we get him into this corner, which is a good overtaking spot? Yes, we can. P9 Hulkenberg. And we'll be coming in next lap. And it'll be for some medium tyres. We've now got Leclerc in front. See if we can just jump past him. We can. Good move. Hamilton holding off another annoying Alpine, which is always the way. We've got Ocon still ahead. And here Ocon now going for the Red Bull. We go for Ocon and we get him. P7. Make it P6. Hulkenberg's on a flyer. Hamilton's looking okay, but Alpine comes through as always. always seems to be the way. But we get the Alpine back again. We've got good power unit. And back out with Hulkenberg. He gets a nice slow exit. And I haven't done that. Okay, well, I think we'll just scrape through there. We've got Hamilton pushing to try and get past Norris. And we do get past Norris now on the back of K-Mag. So, it's worked so far. We haven't got loads of tyres left here. So we're going to be coming in the pits. Soft tyres aboard Lewis Hamilton as we get K-Mag. In the pits we come. Hulkenberg coming round the last corner. And we'll be into P10 at the moment. Where's Hamilton come back out? Stuck behind an Alpine again. Alpine are our literally worst nightmares, I reckon. And P20 for Hamilton at the moment. That's not good for him. Not bad for Hulkenberg though. And Piastri looked pretty quick, but we're past him already. And we're past Gasly. Can we get Tsunoda? We can. Good work. We now move up to P6 for Nico Hulkenberg. We're going to push that. See if we can get P5. We can. What about Hamilton? P14. With no pit stops ahead of us. So, bit of work on Hamilton's car. Can we scrape through? Stroll and another Alpine ahead of us, as always. And round the inside of the Alpine we go. Can we get Stroll as well? Yes, we can. P10. Hulkenberg's up to P3. That's looking pretty good. He's not too far away from P2 and P1. What about Hamilton? As we're getting some serious lag now in this race. Can we hold out though? As Hulkenberg gets into P2. Can he get P1 in the lag? This is awful. Can we hold on? And across the line, Hulkenberg for P2 in the absolute lag. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hamilton is going to come round to complete P8. And in that laggy finish, it is going to be 40 points in Zandvoort as we wait for the rival to finish. Geez, that was a bit of a lag fest. But we've survived in the end. It is going to be P2, P8, so 40 points at Zandvoort. Here we go then into Hungary, and the time I'm recording this, definitely am hungry. No pun intended on that one. And this is going to be a tricky one because I haven't raced this one before. I don't think we've had Hungary yet in a GP, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know what strategy to go for, that's for sure. Hulkenberg with a P14 qualifying position. And yeah, what do we do? We've got rain as well, potentially incoming, so I'm going to just keep to the softs. Or do we go... I reckon we go mediums. Let's preempt this rain potentially having to go longer. If it doesn't come in very quickly, we might be on to a winner. Minute and 59, so probably good choice to take the softs. Take the mediums. And can we get a good start? Hamilton not getting that fast start. Hulkenberg getting average. Can he pipe down the inside? He can't, but... Well, we nearly went up the inside, but we've actually lost a few positions. P15... And we're going to get some back here. Hulkenberg back up to P14. We're going to keep boosting. And we do get now a couple more. Using all that boost in the first lap. Really giving us the chances to overtake. And you can see us now. P11 and P12. We're going to keep pushing. Last few corners for an overtake. As Hamilton does get through. So we do make ourselves P10 and P12. So similar strategy drivers at the moment. So we've got to be careful on that front. But that's okay, because we'll probably come in a lap earlier with one of these. We can do 4 to 6 laps on the wets. So we can come in at lap 3. Whether or not it'll be wet enough, though, different circumstance. Ideally, I want to come in with Hamilton to do that a bit more. Let's try and push our way through, though. See if we can get a move on the Alpine, as always. Guys, Alpine in the way. Down the straight we go. Can we get Ocon? I feel like Ocon really slowing us down. We're trying to push. And we can't get him. It's too early to pit at the minute. Definitely too early. Might have to double stack this. That's the feeling. I'm going to hold up Hulkenberg though. And round the corner we come. We lost a few lengths on the car then. As Hamilton P9. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to have to double stack here. This is not good. Not good at all. Unless we can push now. Let's try. See if we can make a position. We need to really get a position. We do get one. And we might be okay here actually. We're going to pit anyway. We're going to have to. And we might get away with this. Hulkenberg coming in now. Oh, loses about a second. I can't see when my driver comes out of the pits. He now comes out of the pits. Hulkenberg as well coming out. And we're going to boost Hulkenberg. We're going to get him to close the gap as the rain really starts coming in now. We're P14 with Hamilton. We're going to try and get through some of this crowd. And look at that, P12. Gasly, light work, easy, P11. We are going through a piece of cake here. Hamilton up to P10. Carlos Sainz, the Ferrari, then coming back out. And suddenly, this is looking pretty tasty. With a few hard tyres left in front of us. Here's one of them. And we're ahead into P8. Still looking after the tyres. Let's see if we can push down into this corner here. We're going to get Hamilton. Can we get Alonso as well? We've tried. Not quite yet. We'll conserve down the straight again. As Hulkenberg is into P number 9. So P7, P9, difficult track this. And all wets now in front of us. So we've got to do our overtaking on the track. And let's see if we can just push Hamilton to get a position. Hulkenberg, we should be able to get P8. Now Hamilton with a move up the inside, surely. Yes, P number 6 for Lewis. Hulkenberg, a man on a mission as well. In P8. Can we get P7? Well, how many points are we on at the minute? 36. So we'll take that at this stage. And we'll boost Hulkenberg. Don't think there's going to be any breakdowns in front. So we're going to carry on. And they're well gone. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we'll boost Hamilton. Can Hulkenberg get Fernando Alonso for an extra point? Don't think he can. But Hamilton comes round to complete a 6th place finish, with Nico Hulkenberg finishing in P8. Race number 4 and the final race of qualifying for the main account. We are at Japan. Difficult circuit. Well, ideally you want to be doing a 1-stop. It's dry at the moment, but it could switch to wet in the race. Hulkenberg with another good qualifying position, P14. And it's going to be a dry into potentially wet qualifying as well. So race. So this is interesting. So I think we go and play the long game here. And see what happens. We're going to do a 3-4 and a 4-3. 3.5 minutes till the rain comes in. So we've got a chance of getting round with Hamilton. Nice here. And Hamilton gets a perfect start. And Hamilton is absolutely launching off the line, like he did in my previous videos, and it's up to P number 10. Brilliant start on them hard tyres. Can we get any more positions off the start? We've got Lance Stroll in front of us, and we'll take that. P9, another Alpine, left for dead. P8, and we're going to cut down there. Hamilton 8th, Hulkenberg 12th. And I reckon we can hold off to the rain. That was about 40 seconds. So it's going to be close to see if we can hold off till the rain comes in. Potentially, we won't be able to. But let's see. It was about 40 seconds. Hulkenberg definitely will have to pit. As Hamilton Loses a place, but I'm not too bothered about him going backwards at the moment. As Hulkenberg comes forward. And we tried to hold off. Couldn't hold off. Question is, do we go early with... Oops, no, don't do that. Do we go early with a pit stop? And just be on the right tyre and save ourselves 6-7 seconds? What do you do? As Hulkenberg gets through. Hulkenberg's going to have to pit. And I'm going to have to come out on the softs. Hamilton, I'm going to leave going. And we've got Hulkenberg, P10. Right behind Stroll. He'll come into the pits this lap. We're definitely about a minute short. We're definitely going to be left with 40 seconds on some dry tyres for Hamilton. That's one lap. What do you do? As Hulkenberg gets stuck in the pits really bad. And now we'll boost. Can we get some quick positions taken? Yeah, Hamilton's not going to be able to go onto the wets, I don't think. Not with a minute to go. No, I think we're going to have to come out with softs. Do a lap. And then 2 laps on the wets. That's got to be the play. As he comes in. Difficult track, as mentioned before. And these two are now going to be pretty close together. Hamilton, nice, quick pit stop. And he's back out. Gets ahead of Gasly. Now we need to create the gap between the two drivers. Wet tyres for Hamilton. We don't need to service. What's the gap at the moment? About 3 seconds. As we're really motoring now. 20 seconds till the rain comes in. We think we've got to go early here. Got to get some points on the board. And that's what we'll do. Hamilton and Hulkenberg both in. And Hamilton now out. So we'll just ride our luck. We're going to go towards the back, but that rain is about to come in. Not really many pit stops left, as you can tell. They're all on the hards and the softs. So a bit of wet weather strategy here. We'll let the rain come up a bit when cars will start to struggle. And then we'll release. Which will be the end of this straight we will launch. You can see now Hamilton getting the better of Albon. So let's boost both drivers for some late attack. Everyone carries on round. Hamilton down the straight. Hulkenberg as well. P20 moves up. And we are really flying now. P14 and P16. Everyone's starting to struggle. We're definitely coming through. Can we get enough positions? Come on, Stroll, out of the way. How's Stroll staying ahead? Is Stroll on the wets? No, Stroll's on hards. As we finally do get him. So we do manage to get through. Weather played a massive part. But Hamilton gets P10 and Hulkenberg P14. Not a great race at all. But we had to do that extra stop, which was pretty annoying in the end. We probably could have stayed out on the dries and stuck to our original strategy. Sadly, we didn't get enough points in Japan. But we'll learn from that, because that is a difficult track. So we will make a little bit of mistake. But it was worth the risk. Worth the risk. So that leaves us P1 at the moment. 4 races done, 143 points. Ride on there with 95. We've got Jackoy 3 races in. And we'll await the sleeping beast of Gary down the bottom. But hopefully we can give you an opening round video at the weekend. I am on holiday on Saturday, so it really just does depend. But fingers crossed, if not, I can give you a bit of indication on how we do. Cheers for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.